I'm 73 years old now, and I need to tell you something that might shake you up a little.
You know, almost everything we've all been taught about getting older.
Well, it's just not true. Most of it is flat out wrong. The sad part is, the folks who should have told us, the teachers, even society as a whole, they either didn't realize it themselves, or they were just going along with the same old story without questioning it.
I fell for it at hook, line, and sinker for the first 52 years of my life.
I was out there chasing it all, the big career, the nicer house, the titles. The money, the respect from everyone around me. I honestly thought I was doing it right. Checking all the boxes, you know. Felt pretty darn proud of myself most days. Then, out of nowhere, on just a regular Tuesday in a boring meeting talking about sales numbers, my heart gave out on me. Everything started spinning, the voices faded, and boom, next thing I remember is coming to in a hospital bed, hooked up to machines, tubes everywhere, and my wife sitting in the corner with tears streaming down her face. The doctors kept saying how lucky I was to survive that. And yeah, they were absolutely right. Being stuck in that bed with nothing to do but think, it forced me to really face my life for the first time in forever. I saw it clear as day. I hadn't been truly living. I'd just been existing, going through the daily grind, doing what everyone expected, like some robot on autopilot. And the question that haunted me the most? If that had been it, if my heart hadn't started again, what would I have really left behind? Something that actually meant anything? A fancy house that'd get sold off quick? A bank account full of numbers? Some plaques on the wall that nobody would even notice after I was gone? Look, the biggest lie we all keep telling ourselves, me included for way too long, is, I've got time. Oh, I'll do that stuff later. I'll travel once things slow down. I'll spend real time with the family after this next big project. I'll fix things with people when life's not so crazy. I'll go after my real passions once I'm more secure. I hear it all the time from folks in their 20s, 30s, 40s, the exact words I used to say. But listen to me, please, that later hardly ever shows up. It just doesn't. Those goals you chase, they keep shifting farther away. You finally get the promotion, and suddenly there's another one you need. You make good money, then you convince yourself you need even more. You keep running after it, and one day you look up and you're old, asking yourself where the hell all your time went. I did that for 30 solid years, climbed that ladder as high as it went, only to get to the top and see it was propped up against the completely wrong building. And here's the kicker, you don't get to shimmy back down and pick a new one. Time doesn't let you redo it. Chasing success the way the world pushes it, it's a lousy way to live. Trust me, I know, I got everything I thought would make me happy. Partner at the firm, big office, people looking up to me. Felt incredible, for maybe a couple days. Then it wore off, and I was back hunting the next high. It's an endless loop, like a hamster spinning that will forever. I lost a good friend a few years back, he was only 68. Worked insane hours his whole life, built an empire, always saying, I'll relax next year, once this deal closes. Well, next year arrived, and a stroke took him fast. At the funeral, his son got up and said something I'll never forget, Dad was a real success, but I hardly knew the man. Breaks my heart every time I think about it. You sure that's the story you want told about you? The regrets that really eat at you aren't the screw-ups or the risks that didn't pan out. No. They're the things you never even started. The trips you talked yourself out of because you were too busy. The deep talks you kept meaning to have. The I love yous you held back. The chances you passed on out of fear. Me. I don't toss and turn over bad business calls. What gets me are the little things, the weekends I didn't pick up the phone to call my dad, that dream trip to Japan I always pushed off, the book I had in my head but never wrote a single page of, the nights I stayed late at the office instead of being home with my kids. We act like we've got forever with the people we care about. But we don't. My dad passed suddenly when I was 45, a heart attack, gone in hours. Things between us weren't perfect, and I kept thinking, we'll sort it out when I'm not so slammed. Work never let up, and then, no more chances. I never got to say what needed saying. After my own close call, I changed things for real. Cut way back on work. Started turning down the stuff that was just filling time, and saying yes to what I'd ignored for years. Those 21 years since the hospital. They've been fuller, richer, more alive than all the decades before put together. It's almost embarrassing how simple it is, what really counts, real time with the folks you love, doing work that means something to you personally, not just looks good on paper, collecting experiences instead of stuff, making memories, actually being there in the moment. Yeah, I get it, if you're younger, this probably sounds like some old guy's cliché rambling. I would have thought the same at your age. Easy for you to say, Grandpa, I got bills, kids, a mortgage, pressure from every side. And you're not wrong, life is tough that way. I'm not saying drop everything and run off to a beach. I'm saying don't trade away the irreplaceable stuff for things that fade quick. So here's something I want you to really think about, right now, quietly. If tomorrow turned out to be your last day, would you feel okay with how you've spent your years? Not, would folks at my funeral say nice things, or, did I hit all the milestones? Just, would you be at peace with it, deep inside? I'm 73. Every single morning, I wake up thankful, because I feel it that I'm on borrowed time here. We all are, but it doesn't sink in until later for most folks. I've got 3 grandkids now, wonderful little ones, and watching them hustle and stress over jobs and money and all that noise, it takes me right back to my old mistakes. I try sharing this with them, soft, like, but they don't quite get it yet. They're right in the thick of it, thinking their world's different, that they can outsmart the clock. That's why I'm talking to at least one person hears it sooner. Day by day, we're all getting closer to the end. Your parents aren't getting any younger. Neither are your friends, your spouse, your kids. Nothing lasts forever. So, what exactly are you holding out for? The next raise? When everything's perfect. If I could go back and talk sense into my 30-year-old self, I'd grab him by the shoulders and say, quit trying to wow people who won't matter in a few years. Quit wrecking your body for a paycheck. Quit shoving happiness off to some future that might not come. Pick up the phone and call your mom or dad more. Book that trip you've been daydreaming about. Go after the stuff that scares you a bit. Say no to the draining junk, and hell yes to what makes you feel alive. And do it now, not next year, not when you're ready. Now. Life will always throw excuses at you. It's chaotic, full of reasons to wait. But if you buy into them, you'll blink and be old, full of should-haves. These past 21 years. Best of my whole life. Not from more money, no, from finally choosing to live with intention. Saw places I'd only dreamed of. Got closer than ever with my kids and grandkids. Dusted off old hobbies. Let go of grudges.
I can't decide for you, but believe me, you don't want to reach my age carrying a bunch of regrets. Don't spend decades learning this the painful way. Take it from someone who's been there. Live on purpose. Put your people and your real joys first. Quit waiting. Because someday, it's today. Always has been. Thanks for listening to my story. Keep enjoying.